from the September 24th, 2018 protests to June 7, 2019 protests.
3 years ago, thousands of Liberians staged a massive protest against the George Weah-led government. Dubbed Save the State, the protest was intended to call the government's attention to a series of mishaps including corruption, arbitrary killings, and economic hardship.
To prove to the Liberian government that we tired with the hardship, we tired with the stealing, we want the government to want George Weah to do the right thing for us, our country.
When you say hardship, what do you mean?
You know what I mean? Doing anything we're buying rails for $25, we're buying them $100 now.
The June 7, 2019 protest demonstrated Liberia's strong disenchantment with the Weah's administration, which was already failing on many of its promises made upon taking power in 2018.
I'm happy the way the man is going, the way the man is proceeding.
How is he proceeding?
He's proceeding wrongly.
Before the popular protest, the organizers, Council of Patriots, held a press conference. Monrovia County Senator Abraham Darius DeLone, one of the organizers, spoke of government's attempt to stop the demonstration.
We, the Council of Patriots, have assembled here today to officially announce our plans to hold a non-violent national protest. In our letter to the Minister of Justice, we simply ask for the provision of security for the protesters and gave him an abbreviated rollout of our plans. Our decision to protest is fueled by the wanton neglect of the government to live up to its portion of the social contract with the ordinary citizens. The flag of Liberia is no longer flying with dignity in the Committee of Nations as a result of gross ineptitude, and we can take it no more. And we demand good governance now.
Before the protest, a meeting was called by President Weah to stop the protest, but their plea did not work. Dressed in dominant red, white, and blue, marching from various communities and holding placards with anti-governmental messages, the protesters assembled in huge numbers at the seat of the government on Capitol Hill on that fateful morning. Even the rain could not stop the gathering. On the day of the incident, there was an immediate shutdown of the internet that led to a member of the House requesting an inquiry. Many protesters were also arrested by the National Police after officials of the government did not succeed in calming the crowd. The president did not show up to receive the petition from the protesters, but the press secretary had this to say.
The petition is not being presented to the president. The petition is meant for the government of the Republic of Liberia. If you follow the petition, they said the government of Liberia. Despite the president heading the government, this is the government of the Republic of Liberia. In the absence of the president, the government continues. So the government just needed the vice president to come and receive the petition. And that was made known to Liberians, and that how it was until a minute after 3 o'clock before we got to know that the vice president would not be available. You are accusing the government of being corrupt. You are accusing the government of not upholding the constitution, of violating human rights, of not providing freedom of expression. Media is being sanctioned. So that's the government. The president had a government. If the president received the petition, is he receiving on behalf of the government? Is the president going to make a unilateral decision? I think the answer will be resounding no.
Martin Colley, an activist and a member of the Student Unification Party, a campus-based party at the state-run University of Liberia, reflected on the day of the incident.
The people had to protest on June 7. As we remember this historic day, it is important also to call on anti-graft institutions to stand up, to grow teeth. As it stands, the LACC, the GSC, and all those anti-graft institutions in Liberia. In fact, they have become toothless. As a result, corruption remains pervasive. It continues to undermine the progress and development of our country.
Despite the protest, the duo says nothing has changed.
The team then was very proud of the Liberian show all day, but they were not proud of any changes being made by this government.
It is less than a year before the general and presidential elections. It is unrealistic whether the Weah's government will be judged through the ballots to either retain his seat or not.
Because our country is going down the drain. As we understand it now, our country economy has gone bankrupt.
And you lie to us. Today is a day of change, and that's why you see Liberians here. They are coming for all walks of life.
Let it be stated and known today that the people are watching. They will soon move into history and demand an ultimate end to this national miasma. This is a national tragedy. Mr. Weah continues to mislead and mismanage public resources. As a result of that, poverty has even quadrupled. Nowhere to turn, nowhere to go. Our people are in a catch-22 situation. As we reflect on June 7 protests, let Mr. Weah be aware that the people are the locomotive force of history. Only them can alter this tragedy.